them in action too. And with that, we are now going in to match 4 on Taiko. There we go, Bob.
Here we go. Early drops expected. This is a map where you can expect a lot of buildings, a lot of coverage, and a lot of ways to catch your enemies off guard. Hard drop is going to be bottom right already. We see about 3, 4, 5 teams going out quite quickly. And of course, some of them may be saving themselves for the edge of the map.
Definitely are going to be saving themselves for the edge of the map, because if you see the play line, it is kind of really, inclined towards the southern side of the map, just going from the east to the west, just really, inclined toward the southern, as I said. So yeah, a lot of teams are going to be dropping here. We're not going to be seeing a lot of action towards the northern side, because hey, nobody's going to be dropping there. So yeah, a lot of teams are really in close proximity. It's going to be a while before they take engagements though, of course, but hey, they are really up close to each other, and they're going to be contending for the space that they need. And as soon as the first circle pops, it's going to be just, all out battle, because hey, they are going to be having to deal with each other before they move on to the next zone. So yeah, for now, we are chilling. We are seeing these players loot up. We are seeing some shots being fired, but hey, it's just to deal some early damage, maybe get an early elimination or two. But hey, for now, I don't think we are really going to be seeing anything come through. Yeah, there we go. They're all position. Hey, shooting some bullets. Isn't really getting anything out of it, but hey, we're just going to be seeing him loot and relax for a bit. And I think that's really what he should be doing as well. Just chill out for a bit, buddy. You are going to be getting those kills. We saw that amazing play that you did in the previous map. You are definitely going to be doing it again, but for now, relax.
Just for now, give a bit of a chill pill to both these players, both of these teams, and right now, taking a look at Storm, they are quite close to a fellow approaching by. That's going to be the first kill we get to see. No tack losing one. That is a greedy play you don't want to see, and teamwork definitely counts as Storm shuts one down. There's a nade, and down onto Nosferatu to trade it out. Not fully out, but still no tag are looking to revenge.
Definitely is the case. They are taking their revenge for his teammate, O'Connell. Scaling up, but there is another person that he has to be wary on. He's trying to spot him out. There we go. Some damage dealt. 73 HP. He's going to be able to get that cross and get inside the house and maybe even get the final elimination, but he's receiving some shots. Oh, barely made it in time, and there we go. The elimination has been secured. One player avenged off his team, but now he's in a lot of trouble. He's surrounded by players right now, and he needs to get out of there. There we go. O'Connell coming to the play is going to be taking one down, but is traded off instantly right after. And the elimination should be there as well. Such an early engagement between these two teams that shouldn't really have happened, but it's just not over yet, Bob, because hey, there are other players alive on either of the teams.
Oh, yes, they are, and they could be maybe coming in for a bit of an elite party as the cake still not has been fully served. And, well, one down. Clearly going to be a good reset here. Koji still looting up, and we can see that there's going to be a second return here from Nolag as they come in very fast and very swiftly. Velocity in their name. Car on the ride, looking to run them over, but no succession as Cappy downed, caught in the crossfire. And, well, what are we doing, No Tag? Just giving players off.
Definitely are. Oh, boy, Storm dealt a lot of damage and holding on to their fort. 3 players still alive. That's a good number to be. But yeah, no tag, just tagging out of there. They don't want to be there anymore. It's like a lot of damage. I mean, the engagement taken by no tag was kind of a no-brainer to begin with. The player just rushed into that, as you said. That really isn't a fight that you should be taking this early on. Maybe he was like, hey, maybe I'll get an early elimination or two. But yeah, didn't really serve them right. And that just means that they have to get out of there. And look at that, Bob. We have our first circle formed, and it's actually all the way down south. All of the teams, especially GG, Gaming G, they're gonna have to take a really long route before they're able to get there. And to be honest, they should be able to do it easily, except that they might have to deal with a bit of a bridge cams. Not really seeing any teams deciding to contest for any bridges, but like 2 teams, Navi and GG, they both are in the upper island, and both of them have to cross. So it's maybe they end up in an engagement with each other, but yeah, it's really gonna be interesting to see what comes out of it. So yeah, for now, teams. Their first focus, especially the one outside of the circle, are going to have to rotate. But okay, not just lost a vehicle there. That's unfortunate.
Wow. How do you manage to do that? Nody, come on! Oh, it's redline players as well. You shoot away at Fairy Tale, and if they start surrounding you, you're going to be in a lot of trouble here. Not only has your car been hijacked by the tree, nature being your greatest enemy, in the meanwhile, you're left alone, stranded in the middle of possibly who knows who could be coming. We saw a lot of hot drops in the very early beginning, and that's where the zone is. But surprisingly, nil kills from there as we speak of it. No Tag's final player, Bad Boy doing good jobs as Dante, a very reigning winning and supreme player from the previous map is going to be the first one to be victimized.
How? My question is, why is Bad Boy here? His team was on the other side of the map, and he's somehow getting a kill on the entire different side. But oh well, good for him. 1 elimination scored, and can get his team to maybe, a little bit on that scoreboard by just simply surviving, because yeah, that's really what he should be aiming for. That elimination was really good, taking one off of Gaming G, and yeah, he should be just super passive and aim to survive. And look at this, M9TA, Sad Malaf is going to be trying to land some bullets onto some vehicles that he sees, but yeah, not really committing to it, just playing it out super chill, as he should be. And with that, we have now 59 members of each team alive on this map now.
Oh, this is a map that grants a lot of usability for mid-range gunfights, long-range gunfights, but majorly, the shotguns and SMG are going to be thriving quite a lot from most of these, as yet again, it is building focused at times, and coming up close and personal is definitely a strategy you want to value. Samler, the winner of map number 3 here, going to be looking to scout on, maybe on Fairy Tale, which has been a competition for many, even racking up and going first place as of current on the leaderboard. But again, that puts a target on them, and they're looking to shoot him out in the back.
Definitely Samler and Fairy Tale up against each other. Both of these teams are really fiery. They have fire in their veins, and they've showcased it for us in the previous match. And I'm really interested to see how they're going to be using that fire this time around as well. And look at that. The first knockout is going to be coming through. Almost makes it a double with that door opening. What is this guy up to? He is using his gun to the most advantage. One knockout. Fairy Tale. They have to get back to their teammates. They have to make the crossing. This guy will not let him. And Rolf also coming into the battlefield, taking down one of Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale in a lot of trouble right now. That nade is so good, lands perfectly on that rooftop. Is going to be getting the knockout. But hey, Samler still strong and alive with 3 members. They should be able to get out of this unless Fairy Tale just does something unimaginable.
Unimaginable indeed. Samler with a down, looking to initiate yet another gunfight. Bombi, there's the name, the grenades, trying to lock onto yet another, but Rolf does manage to just escape it for one. Does he do it for the second? There it is, damage not dropped in Fairy Tale. Although they may know about one down, I don't think they're too comfortable about continuing this fight.
Definitely shouldn't be, because hey, they lost Brightside. They lost their entire right flank, so yeah. The only option is to just get out of there. They still, managing that situation with 3 players alive is a super good thing. So yeah, Fairy Tale just dip out of there. Samler is just being super strong right now. They're just being dominating, because the way they're playing this game, yeah, they were able to do it out really well last map as well. And yeah, they're just looking really confident, looking really good in this one as well. And with that, we are also seeing another knockout come through. Nothing really made out of it. They aren't exactly capitalizing on it just yet, but look at how close the teams are right now, and you know what this means, Bob. A lot of fights to come.
Oh, a similar history repeating itself from the previous map. A lot of that space now being filled in by not only Haven's shot onto the player of AAUS, but boys from downtown also initiating a couple or 2 battles to try and start off a heated aggression between some teams. And like you said it, this entire circle packs up about 80% of the teams inside it, as in the meanwhile, they're going to soonly have to start closing in on each other. And when you spot an opportunity to take someone out, of course you're going to be taking it, not only because of kill points, but also, again, taking out competition is the maximum reason to even be going for kills and team wipes in the beginning. And if you're confident in your gun skills and you look to make it into number 1, you might as well go for it.
Definitely should. Now we have our eyes on boys from downtown. They are being really passive right now. They do have a team in their vicinity, but hey, they don't exactly have information on them on the other side of the map. Somewhere around, we do see a knockout coming in from Eternal, and he's also going to be finishing up that elimination onto Blue, a player from 7G. Definitely not good for him, but oh boy, what can they really do? 56 alive now with that one elimination coming through. Still though, boys from downtown, as we have our eyes on Mom's James, I believe, is just going to be chilling out. Has used up a mountain bike, not quite sure what he's... They don't really, they have no quite reason for, getting out of that area. Look at that. They are finally receiving some fire. Engagement made. No shots landed just yet.
Not just yet. But that's the key aspect. As the circle yet again closes in on that bottom right. Oh, the hospital will be the hottest of zones of them all. We see vehicles approaching in. Still Bad Boy alive somehow. The last one to carry out NORAD. But right now, boys from downtown, you need to get a move on. A lot of players and teams do if they want to get to the top 6, top 7 point countage when it comes down to leaderboard-wise. Although in the meanwhile, everyone's taking their sweet and precious time because you certainly don't want to rush things.
You definitely don't want to, especially in the phase of the game, in a phase like this in the game. You just really want to stay as passive as possible. Look at this. We're just having a drive-by right now between Storm and between Typhoon. They're not really firing any shots. They're just moving around each other. It's practically a race inside of PUBG right now, but we are also seeing some knockouts on the other side. Stormcake is going to be finishing out Justice. Definitely not a good day for Justice here. Hey, Storm and Request and Typhoon, they have split up ways. We just saw a Fast and Furious reference inside of PUBG, but oh well. Storm, they are walking in to another team. That is going to be AAUS.
Okay, Del, what are we thinking? Card be put in a spot where it can't be taken advantage or destroyed. And Storm on request it is. They start coming in, delivering heavy blows. And that's going to be a double for the side of Storm. Oh, well, they deliver some nasty shots, leaving the final one on AAUS. One more standing, and it's going to be a team wipe. The final 3 bound to be dug in a grave. 6 foot deep, putting them quick. Last one on the edge. Shots are fired. You almost spot the head. One more bullet to be delivered. Heal as much as you want, but the final few are closing in on you. And while GT210KZ is looking to finish you out, we switch the transition. M98 taking heavy blows as well, and that's going to be the final few. All against us. Truly was the situation you're put in.
Oh boy, a buzz wipe by Storm coming through. As they were just doing a drive-by, they stopped and they were like, oh, there's another team here? No problemo. We're going to be dealing with them perfectly. And yeah, they wiped them out with 6 eliminations to go, and that is that is going to be their incentive to stay alive for a bit longer. Storm and Request, amazingly executed. Now, they don't really have many teams surrounding them, and they do have a really nice position on the map. Not quite sure if they want to rotate out from there. They should just really be holding on, because hey, the way the circle is forming is probably going to be pushing more and more further down the map. So yeah, really good spot. They should be aiming to hold down on this for as long as possible. But look at this, Recop is going to be spotting ahead, not really firing a bullet yet, waiting for that guy to stop. Maybe, you know, get a confirmed shot, get a confirmed headshot onto him. No information given just yet. Typhoon, they are unaware without dope. This could be an interesting engagement as soon as they decide to scale up. But as I say that, look at the kill feed for Angries. They are dealing a lot of damage onto 1453. But yeah,
critical
still,
shots.
Our eyes on without dope.
Oh, without dope, but with much more force. Their flames starting to fuel up, and they're feeling the passion. One's right next to you. Blue fire there. You spotted him out, but matters not. There's going to be a double coming in. Huge here for the side of Typhoon. S7 Gaming in the meanwhile also taking on Samler. Typhoon with 2 kills in the meanwhile. Absolute value, I call it. And only 1 down to return. This is profit, we call it. And right now, their survivability is looking quite high.
Definitely is holding down to that hospital, not letting go of it just yet. Without dope, they definitely weren't having a good day against these guys. Meth is going to be dealing some damage towards no tag as well. Engagements all around the map, but Typhoon is going to be knocking a few more out. There you go. Even getting those eliminations, really nice. With only 1 member, I believe, left, maybe more, I don't know. But yeah, Typhoon probably is going to be taking care of that soon enough. Nades being cooked, nades being thrown without in so much trouble that they've never seen before. There you go, a nade knockout. It just amazes me how well these teams are able to utilize their nades. It's just so much utility damage done. It's just very, very nice. It just shows the proficiency of these players and, you know, using these utilities. So yeah, really nice stuff.
That definitely does. Oh, well. Seems to be going quite north here for Typhoon as they've racked up kills, extra points. closer up on the leaderboard, and at the same time wiped out a team while securing all 4 players. That is absolutely huge. 7 Gaming, in the meanwhile, a bit of repercussions going into a fight like they did. They did take out a couple Gaming Gladiators as well, still standing strong. And 1453 now going into a fight, while without losing yet another, they are 1 being taken off. That's 1 clean off the map, being put into the dirt. And as of current, things have settled down, but I don't believe that's going to be standing for much longer here.
Definitely. 43 members alive, 14 teams alive. That is still, not a very good number. All of the teams are down a lot of members. So yeah, I mean, even Samler, who put up such an amazing performance in the previous map, they are down 2 members too. But Rolf, we know him to be a heavy hitter. So yeah, he can definitely get away with a lot more before going down himself. So yeah, good stuff incoming for sure. Storm on the other side, look at that. They have left their position. They are scaling up to gain more space all over the map. They're just clearing out area by area. Samler have their eyes on another team. And it's just engagements all around, shots being fired. No direct engagement, though. They're just taking long fights, which as well should be their optimal course of action. But hey, the circle closing up, and they won't be able to do that for much longer.
Multi-drops here, and any team to pick up these crates can definitely get an upgrade in the meanwhile. But anyone holding cover of them is going to be probably taking them out. So this is a risk that some may find worth it, while others not just as much. So definitely want to keep an eye out here. There could be some gunfights going down just for the battle of loot, or people have already found it a necessity to just stay away as far away from it as possible. And well, we haven't seen Redline pop up much, but as we speak of them, they did just manage to acquire a down. No kill confirmation just yet. And right now 1453 and both alongside M9TA are thinking about trying to find each other, as the vehicle does give off a bit of sensation of aggression. There's going to be the sniper, Mini 14, trying to collect some shots, but you look away and now you've exposed your location here, Zachlinator.
Zachlinator definitely giving up his position there, but hey, no return fire for him just yet, and has a really nice rock to stay into cover. So yeah, 143 Esports. They do have only 2 members alive, but hey, they aren't quite as passive as they should be. Redline, Slewin, this guy, he has his eyes on a few enemies, but hey, Redline once again just playing as passive as possible. There we go. Storm and Rukes are going to be firing a few bullets, even landing a few. But hey, not really getting any knockouts on the other side of the map, though we can see Typhoon and 4 Angry. Yes, but as I say that, hold on to that thought, because Kato is in a bit of a trouble here, but he has dealt a lot of damage onto Afrite, and that nade might be very, very good. And there we go, the knockout is there, and he should be able to go and get that elimination for free, because hey, we don't really see any other S7G members here. Kittle, though, being really cautious, because he definitely knows as soon as he gets out of the house, he might just get sniped from somewhere he doesn't even expect.
Just that he might. Here comes an aid, delivering the final blow onto Lost Soul player, as even more shots coming out from Rocks. Extends also being the one to finalize the snack that here Gaming Gladiators bring, but these smokes are going to be the best cover-up that we can work here. Gaming Gladiators looking to get a pinch on. They already finished one of these players. Storm on request even coming in for a bit of a third party. S7 Gaming having a bit of a drive-by, you call it. Roll on out, and no shots delivered. Again, these warehouses are going to be great to stick by, but you have to watch your back, as in the meanwhile, Storm, Redline both taking initiations. One finish, one down. Second one, we see them go to third, and Redline taking an absolute granted, as of course Samler facing some consequences themselves.
Definitely Redline once again. Only 1 kill scored so far, but look at that. They're going to be changing that with the eliminations and the knockouts that they're now getting. And a lot of other fights coming through. 4 Angry Sands. Oh, look at that. Amazing spray down by that guy. A lot of damage dealt. Falling back just for a moment for the first aid, and probably is going to be going back into that fight, because he knows this is the moment where Gaming G are the most vulnerable. There we go. The flashbang's out. Might be able to scale up with it, but just not yet. He's finding the perfect opportunity for this guy. Look at Rox. He's just completely blind. Cannot see anything, and now he's being rushed by 4 Angry Sense. He has to hold down to his area. Only one last alive. I don't think he's going to be alive for much longer, because yeah, they're just going to be surrounding him at any moment.
For that, he simply won't be. Rox, how long can you stick out? Can you get a kill or two on the side? Maybe an extra few for complimentary or score-wise. But right now, Gaming Gladiators will be eliminated, placed 13th, with only 1 point to contribute, which will be dropping them on the leaderboard below some. And Myth, Angry, still popping out quite heavily. A lot of kills have been delivered. Earlier, we saw an absolute epitome of death coming left, right, and center. 7 Gaming being taken out right after. The Storm, the one to deny Stormcake for living much longer. And right now, shots coming through from all sides. 1453 are joining along the party, and TDM are having the worst of it.
I mean, hey, look at how Redline, you know, they have 5 kills already. They are being much more aggressive than the previous time. And now look at that. They're just pulling. Yeah, this is just an entirely different Redline that we're seeing here. They're just pushing on and getting the eliminations that they need. But hey, they still do have a team in front of them to deal with. And it's 1-4-5-3. Not for long, though, because Redline is going to be taking care the entire of them. Oh, boy. Redline, just... As I'm saying, Bob, this is a different red line that we're seeing this game. This time around, there is no passiveness. They're like, hey, we're bored now. We are going to be going all out. But as I say that, boys from downtown coming into the battlefield are going to be landing a few shots on red line. No knockouts, though. And as the circle is moving closer and closer to them, they have to quickly reposition out of there.
Reposition, they need to get to moving and get those steps to stepping. Right now, boys from downtown are looking quite strong, not on kills, but the fact that the full stack is still on roster. Although one key part that you mentioned here, Holler, is the fact the red line have been extremely aggressive and they've been getting away with it time after time. Again, contenders promising. Previously, they were top of the leaderboard when it comes down to how survivable they are. This time around, they're not looking to share that survivability with others, but rather take the life from their eyes. And currently, we see also Samler with only 1 player remaining. 9 teams alive with only 26, or 9 teams with 25 people alive. That's going to be about 3 per average yet again.
Look at the MK47 going off, though, in the hands of Rawl. This is going out. He just took out one, and he just knocked out another one. 4 angry, yes. They don't even know where they're being shot from, and that's the nade out, and that might be able to do a little bit of more damage. Typhoon, on the other hand, oh boy, as I said that, another nade caught him. But hey, he still got the kill before going down. Look at the kill feed, Bob. That's amazing. But hey, 4 Angry Sense still at it. 2 players alive. They're dealing damage to Typhoon. Is going to be getting the knock and the elimination as well. With the return fire coming in from TNY. Gets the knock as well and the elimination. Amazing trades coming in from both of these teams. 2 players alive on each side. And wow. Can they get out of this? Will they get out of it?
Whoa, what is happening? Right now, Myth are trying to test fate itself. 1 player going for the behind, catching some shots, but in the meanwhile, it's the problem where he can't deliver them fully, nor get a down to apply that extra pressure. Right now, Myth have been licking up their wounds of that lost player for quite a while. As Redline, they keep it going. Without Dope going to be fully eliminated, last player taken off, and well, Redline can definitely be one of those players we can already see coming out on top. Another multi-drop down onto Typhon's player. 2 only remaining, gonna have to duke it out with one of the final players here for the side of Angries. 4 Angries to be exact, well, though it's only 1 in this building. He does definitely try to lure it out. Needix finds himself a very good shot, but does miss that opportunity to get the nade through the pothole.
Definitely does, but hey, that's a sign for 4 Angry to stay alive for a bit longer. But hey, Typhoon are now going to be scaling up onto him. Should be able to get the kill if they enter the building just in time. And oh boy, RPG in hand. There's no way that guy's surviving that. But hey, he's being really cautious to, you know, not blow himself off by the RPG. But hey, look at this. We get to see the both sides of the POE. They're inside the building now. The smoke's up. KY trying to stay alive, just tucked up inside that crevice. Tucked up inside that. No! Finds the first one. Can he get the second? Yes, he does!
What?
Oh boy, he shouldn't have survived that, but somehow he does. Oh my god. This is... Wow. 4 Angry S stays alive to tell another tale. Oh my god.
That's a tale. That's a fairy tale, you could call it. And speaking of who, we still see all 4 players of Fairy Tale putting up quite a strong fight. But in the meanwhile, we do have a killing spree coming out from K-Dow. And well, Storm on request having themselves a very joyful time, while Myth are just stressing to survive yet alone. And so many teams with so many players. But again, Myth not being one of those definitely puts him in a stressful position from behind, looking to shoot out the side of, I believe this is going to be...
Updo.
Ooh.
That's a few bullets. Yeah, Myth in a lot of trouble here. They are receiving fire. They are trying to take on 3 people at the same time, while they're just 2. But hey, they might be able to make it out. Never mind. There we go. The return fire, perfect. Sparta down. Abdu being the only one alive. He should be getting the hand down. Revive incoming. 10 seconds on the clock. But that gives boys from downtown just enough time to scale up on these guys. They know the exact rock that they're behind. Nades are being cooked. They're gonna be bombarded with utility right now. There you go. The nades are gonna be doing really good damage. Nades going off. Myth is trying to stay alive. Nades barely missing, but never mind. One of them is gonna be connecting, and there you go, Bob. Perfectly cleared out. Myth is down.
Myth is down indeed. Taken out.
Oh.
And well, Redline still not stopping in their tracks. No breaks. Going into gear second. And as of current, there are only 5 teams remaining. This is going to get really dangerous. A down onto Evas as he does use smoke for cover, but soonly that will dissipate. And boys from downtown, they do get it. They do get themselves an extra lineup. 8 kills for Redline is looking really solid as of current. But if he can't keep it up till the very last moments, it's going to be all for naught as Hewin delivers the final blow.
Definitely is the case. But now, Bob, we have 5 teams remaining, 13 members of them alive all over the map. Redline and Fairytale up really close. Redline only 2 members, not a good number for them. They're known to, keep their numbers up until the very end, but now it's just 2 of them. With Fairytale, I believe, are just 3. So yeah, this is going to be an engagement that they have to deal with if they want to get out of this area safely. And the zone is going to be closing up very soon. And yeah, don't have a lot of time. They have to think of something, because look at that. Storm on the entire east. Then there's a member of 4 Angry S in that one house. Then there's 4 Fairytale, and then there's Redline members. So yeah, this is going to be a really interesting engagement. It's basically the battle of patience of which team decides to cross and which team decides to rotate first, and the other one is going to have an opportunity to just let their bullets loose. So yeah, we're really going to see how this entire situation ends up and how it really concludes.
Fairytale sticking idly by. And again, nicely creepy, crawling all around the map, waiting for anyone to step into their trap. And to speak of it, boys from downtown taking a very direct approach towards anyone in their way. Walls can be put up as much as they want, but Fairytale are going to be having the first one, and that's the bullet taken to 4 Angries, as now they are officially out, and only 4 remain. Fairytale is going to be dropping an extra here for Kadel. Storm on request being at a limit of 2 until they get that pickup, and Redline with Fairytale both will have to be quite terrified of what the boys from downtown have to offer.
Definitely boys from downtown with a huge man advantage over the other teams. Fairytale and Storm both, well, they do have 3 people alive, but look at this. Fairytale is going to be scaling up onto Storm members, taking advantage of that smoke. But the problem is they do have members of boys from downtown on their right side. So yeah, Call Me Bumby is going to he's going to have to be really careful about how he takes this engagement. And yeah, he is for sure. He's not just walking into that storm. They are just really cramped up in that single area, and that Molly might just be very good. But there we go, boys from downtown coming to the battlefield. They are going to be firing, well, especially Melee is going to be firing a few bullets, actually even connecting a few of them, but no knockout to be seen. And well, rotation to be seen from all of the teams. We are seeing Bombi being really cautious of any flanks coming through, because Redline is definitely there, and Will Storm in a lot of trouble there. They're just stuck inside that, they're just being bombed and naded and everything by 2 different teams at the same time. And now finally Redline coming to the game as well, dealing some damage. This is a very passive-aggressive engagement between all these teams right now, and finally we see knockouts and eliminations come through.
Eliminations indeed. Fairytale here have been dropping a couple of players here for the side of Storm. Nate comes out and Calm finds himself down. April as well. This is going to be huge for Redline, as now they're turning the tables. Fairy do commit and finish, but you have only 1 player reliably standing on his own, as of course the boys from downtown are still kicking. We have a kill leader here, and it's going to be none other than Redline going off on a spree. Oh, but boys from downtown, they are in a 4v1 situation. And well, Slaven, he's just going to end it. He does not want to give away the point, so he'll simply allow nature to do its job.
Amazing game by boys from downtown. They really did their best. Just, keeping all 4 members of their team alive up until the very end just gives them the upper hand that they